gorgeous look at a place of NFL history. Welcome to Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story, too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
That's a 37-yard line.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. They've got a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down. And if these guys are not careful, he's going to run this opening drive right into the end zone.
Yeah, I think we're seeing and feeling an offensive front and a running back who've come ready to play. This defense, they may want to buckle their chin straps a bit.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They stick with Jacobs. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Love out of the shotgun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Bringing the heat up the middle, and they block it! And it'll come to an end as they touch him down.
It's their first huge break of the game. That could lead to other breaks very soon, too. What a terrific effort to block that punt. And now their offense is energized, dealing with a much shorter field for a potential opening score of the contest.
So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Williams from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
3rd and long for him here. Complete right side. Burden has it. Oh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Now Love on the play fake. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Jacobs gets it on the draw. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. Love from the gun. Pass brought in by Watson. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he takes it down to the 33. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Love now on 1st and 10. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Christian Watson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 25-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Love to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 16. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Jacobs running behind center. No up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. Jukes away from one. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Bears first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. First down, here's Swift. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams on the play action. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline, and they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing, it's Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20.
And the Packers, first down.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. That's to Reed again. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Completes this one to Kraft. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Sticking in the air, Love. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bears take over after forcing the 1st turnover in this ballgame.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Chicago getting set to take the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Williams on 1st down. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
One in behind center with Swift. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Bears 1st down. First and goal.
How
at the
about that?
9-yard
Just
line.
2 plays to get them into goal-to-go situation, and if this defense doesn't step up, we could see a touchdown right here.
Working inside the red zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears parlay the interception into points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled. Seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros, and part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Well, right side, and Dobbs has it. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Love out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And it's 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They cross the 40 on a nice run, and he gets this down to the 38. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Once more, it's Love. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Love now, off the play action. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
3rd and long. Here's Love. Throwing deep here for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Williams. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
To DJ Moore. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Packers' 35-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st down, they're sticking with Swift. And good forward, about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Now here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal.
Hey, these are the type of gains he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Swift. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and
Quite a
goal.
defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Again, it's going to be Swift. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
He was taken down.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
The Packers take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Turn it up, fellas, turn it up. Here, big play, let's make something happen, come on. We're gonna do it, let's go. Come on, baby. Let's get that touch. Teamwork, baby. Play.
Williams to throw. Oh, they try the lateral. It's a live ball. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep the football, but lose a significant amount of yardage on the play. Trying to find his tight end. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. That time the sideline saved him and his team.
Santos' kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brooks now on the return. Escapes a defender. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Love. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 5 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
First down throw, here's Love. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
38-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Throwing again. Love. Back to Watson. This is Cox. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
All set now. 1st and 10. Love to throw again. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Love from the gun. And he goes down. The Bears got him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Williams. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Takes the handoff, now Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down, Packers.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
A second down throw here for Love. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Free inside the 30. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another Packers first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Packer first down.
Handoff here to Jacobs. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Jacobs. 16 more yards. That's another Packers first down.
Haven't been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate. I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Play fake, it's Love. And he scores, touchdown Green Bay. The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
14, Bears 10.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Making some progress here. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field.
Their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
A draw now. This is Swift. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points. Get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
First down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they'll get this forward to about the 28. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Kate, to get a sack in a down and distance like that tells me that's one connected defense, a front and secondary that plays to one another, understands one another, and even in a 3rd and short situation could get home for a sack.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
13.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Brooks now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Love now on 1st and 10. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
28-yard gain. First down, Green Bay.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Love now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Love out of the shotgun. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to avoid having a second one blocked here. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. One play action. Williams. He throws a bullet deep to... They connect on the deep shot. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Going to run again with Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Yeah, that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Williams to throw. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down, so back to the drawing board they go for second. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
On the give, it's Swift. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Williams with a sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
They run with Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a fourth-quarter lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Williams and the Bears getting set to try for 2.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He has it. Oh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
19.
Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
And I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
Seriously, was that even a play? Who wants my jersey?
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Complete on a slant to Watson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Christian Watson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Play action, Love. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On the sneak, it's Love. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They've got first down here from the 36. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Back to the air. Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. He's trying to push the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bears and Roma Dunze headed back out on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll run now with Swift. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete, Cole Kmet. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
1st down, here's Swift. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run gets them 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They'll work against the blitz. This is Loveland working the right side. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the fourth.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
He'll throw it. It's on target to Moore. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Running behind center with Swift. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining in this game. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to.
Really? This cannot be
I
happening.
can't believe this. What was that? Are you kidding me?
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. They send a man in motion. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears push the lead up to 12.
Bears 26, Packers 14.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Love from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2-minute warnings there to help them, but still need 2 scores and just have that lone timeout left. On first and 10, here's Love. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. Now, this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. How about 29 9 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Packers need to score quickly. Thrown on first down, Love. Finds the football outside. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Thrown all the way to the end zone here. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for third down.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They can bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
First and 10, got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
From the red zone on first. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Second and 10, Love trying again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Here he is to throw. Has his man. It stops. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. And the Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing again. Love. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers trim the deficit down to 5.
Packers 21.
Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And the Bears get this kick. And that spells the end of this ball game. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Line up the design keeper. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.